Numbers and calls now, whichever I get up. Light up my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a bag it up. So, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
What's your next move? I believe that the people, kind of want to know what the plan is. Are you still with Matchroom? Sorry, I didn't want to kind of overload you with questions, but
Yeah. So basically,
kind of want to get everything in.
So I've just recently signed with Lee Eaton at Let's Go Management.
Yeah.
And currently, in terms of promotion, I'm a free agent. But Lee has already secured a fight for me for the British super featherweight title.
Uh-huh.
And I believe that's supposed to be against a kid called Liam Dillon. I think he's 11 or something like that. So that's the next move, I believe. But I also believe, again, that's the plan. That's what's been ordered by the British board. But right now, Lee's doing his job and getting it on a good show and getting the date and the venue sorted. So once that's sorted, I'll know more about that. But I was on the phone to Lee today, so it's looking positive.
So you've just said that you're a promotional free agent. Now, has there been any offers from a Matchroom, Queensbury? Is it a plan just to stay a promotional free agent? I know that there's a lot of fighters that do sort of fight by fight basis deals. What's sort of the plan moving forward in terms of a network and broadcaster and a promotional outfit?
Moving forward, it would be great to get back on with one of the big promotional outfits. But at the moment, like I said, I leave the business side to my coach and my manager. So whatever they think's best, I'll be happy with. Like I say, fighters here to fight, and any fighters that's offered to me, I'll take. Like I say, this fight I've accepted for the British super featherweight title. That's 2 weights above my last competitive fight, which was at super bantamweight when I won that. Where I won that with the Continental Dubai Continental title. But that's just the way I am. I'm happy to take fights. I've never shied away from fights. So like I say, we do want to at some point get back on the big promotions. I'm sure we will. It's just the right route and what fits best for me right now.
I'm sure that you will get onto those big promotions. I mean, bearing in mind if you are successful going for the British title at super featherweight, that does kind of lead, and hoping that you are going to win in emphatic fashion. That will sort of lead to the more promotional companies and offers coming through to you. So again, just going back, I believe that you will win, but once you attain the British title, what's next after that? I mean, we've just seen Joe Cordina and Rakhimov in I'd say a incredible fight, thrilling display. Rakhimov showing great heart to that points loss defeat. Some of the cards were quite out of there. What did you think about the fight and future competition?
Well, in terms of Cordina, he's a very, very good friend of mine. To the point where for this Rakhimov fight, with me being a southpaw, he called me because he needed some sparring.
Brilliant!
That's how close we are. But obviously,
he definitely did the job. I mean, Rakhimov.
That's what I mean. He boxed beautifully, and I expected that, to be honest. I saw Rakhimov against Zelfa, and I thought Joe should beat him all day long, and that's it. And he showed, and it really something that I knew for years. Obviously, we boxed on GBTL for 8 years. We were always roommates and housemates. That's how close we were. But I knew he was tough. I knew he had that grit in him. But it's good for him to show that on TV to the public now. But like I say, he rang me for some sparring. But obviously, because it was Ramadan, I've been training, but obviously I don't spar in Ramadan and all that sort of stuff. So I couldn't help him in that aspect. But yeah, like I say, in terms of the way he looked, he boxed beautifully. There wasn't much. I know there were moments in the fight where he didn't look the best, but where he was questioned. But he came through them questions, and he showed the champion that really is. And like I say, 2 times world champion now, and that's a huge achievement. and just been once. Obviously, it was a huge achievement, but have been named 2 times world champion now. It's amazing. It's great to see it from someone as close, like a friend of mine who I'm very close to.
I mean, dethroning 2 champions in the way that he has back to back is nothing less of incredible, I would say.
I don't know what else there is to show from him.
Yeah,
he's not someone out with 1 punch knockout, and he showed his no rounder, and that's something that I knew from the start.
Ogawa's soul is still there at that venue. Okay, Joe left his soul.
Exactly.
But obviously, being good friends with Joe Cordina, you want to reach those heights that Joe more or less has reached now, and it's I believe that you can, and it seems that there's a path for you to do that. Would being really, really good friends, a fight would never entice you? I mean, would if the opportunity was there, just playing.
So, like I say, with me personally, like I say, he's a very, very good friend. It's not even something I even thought about fighting someone like a good friend of mine, Joe Cordina. Like I said, I know all his family and everything as well. But for me personally, like I say, I've taken this opportunity at super featherweight, but I'm happy to fight for world titles at featherweight, super featherweight, or anything around that. So it's not like I don't believe I'm cut off to super featherweight, because I do believe I'm a very good featherweight as well. But like I said, I took this opportunity because it came, and it seems to be hard for me to get any fights at featherweight. Before that, it was hard for me to get any fights at bantamweight. So I'm just taking what's coming to me.
Do you feel that it's because of your southpaw stance and the way, obviously, you sort of control your fights? Do you feel like that's kind of putting a block for getting opponents?
For me, I know for a fact that on my day, as long as I get the right preparation, I can beat anyone. Yeah. And that's even with a loss on my record. I do believe if everything was right in that moment in terms of my training and all that sort of stuff and the notice, I don't believe the kid that beat me was really as good as me. It was just the situation at the time.
Yeah.
But like I say, I've always been a firm believer that I always believe that, listen, what's meant to be will always be. But I also believe that I'm good enough and capable enough to beat anyone on my day. And like I said, that's just my confidence talking. But I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, believe that. And till this day, even though a lot of people written me off after that fight,
yeah,
but I still generally believe I will be a world champion. And if you ever met people that are around me or mates, they'll look at you and they'll tell you exactly how much I mean that. Like the way how I carry myself, and when I'm talking about fighting, all that sort of stuff, the way I carry myself, and that's also, I believe, it was a big plus point for Lee and Let's Go Management. Like I was, if you ever get a chance to speak to him, I'm sure I'll tell you that I was dropping names that I want to fight.
Lee is a great guy. We follow each other
on
Twitter and stuff, and he's
if you ever speak to him, he'll tell you though that I was dropping names before I even signed with him. I was dropping names I want to fight of kids that no one wants to fight. But that's how confident I am in myself. But like I say, it's one of those things. But with that loss on my record now, for a lot of people, I'm too risky a fight. Because in their head they know I beat them. You know what I mean? With the right training, the right notice.
You say you're low risk, high risk, low reward. Just at the moment, I mean,
just because of that one loss, which really, like I say, it's a fight that I should never have lost. You know, as in terms of who's the better fighter, I do believe I was more than the better fighter. But you know, those circumstances, those things in the background that played a big part. But after that, that's the thing now, because I basically need a title. So once I win this title, I believe the fights will come. But I need some sort of reward where if someone's going to fight me, they want to fight me to take something off me. Which that's like I said, right now, without that, I'm too much risk and no reward for him.
So we're going British title. Obviously, you said you don't mind fights within featherweight, super feather. What would your ideal weight be? moving forward? Do you make the weight quite easily for featherweight and super featherweight?
I mean,
And
I like eating up super featherweight. Don't get me wrong, but I do believe personally, I do believe I can still make featherweight. So, like I say, my last competitive fight was at super bantamweight. So that shows the in between. Obviously, as a man, as you get older, your body grows as well. But like I say, either really, it's not something that's really troubling. Because I was a massive super bantamweight.
Yeah.
Probably stayed there way too long. And I'm even a big featherweight, but super featherweight. Again, might be some kids that are a bit bigger than me, but the boxing and the class and the skills will show.
We're seeing a surgence of fighters from like the Asian community, the Muslim Asian community, such as the Azim brothers, Adam and Hassan Azim, incredible talents. Do you take who do you take as inspiration for world title aspirations, such as an Amir Khan? And what does it mean to you, sort of giving back to your community?
Yeah, well, first thing first, like, Amir was always a bit of a role model in a sense where, obviously, I've done it in a similar sort of route with the Olympics and all that sort of stuff. And there's not any Olympians that are British Pakistanis apart from me and him. I suppose with Muhammad Ali as well, but we were the next ones really after Amir Khan, and obviously that inspiration was always there because I was always told by my amateur coach at the time when he qualified for the Olympics, he lives in Bolton, which is an hour away. He said to me from that day, he said, if he can do it, he's an hour away, why can't you? I, went on, I qualified for the Olympics and all that sort of stuff. But when you talk about inspiring my community, that's also what, for me, this British title is about. Because once, inshallah, I win this British title, I will be the first British Pakistani from England to win a British title, believe it or not. So that's it, and that's inspiring me, and that's motivation itself. Just because that's like it's for my people at the same time. So yeah, definitely, I'm that's another mindset I'm taking in. That I want to do it for my people, and then obviously be that first British Pakistani from England. That's a British title holder.
That's incredible, champ. I believe that that you can do it. I know everybody here at iHub believes that you can do it. Obviously, won't take any more of your time this evening. Just a quick message: if you'd like to get something out to the fans, people that supported you, what something to look out for.
Yeah, like I say, obviously, I always appreciate the support. It's great to see, even through hard times, when I've not been hugely active at times, the support's still been there. And I appreciate you all for that. Love you all for that. And keep following my journey. And like I say, I do genuinely believe that I will be a world champion. I look forward to proving that and proving the haters wrong. And like I say, if you want to follow my journey, get on to me on Instagram, Qais_Ashfaq, ASHFAQ. And follow the journey, keep supporting, like I say, because there's a long road yet, and I do believe, like I say, I will get right to the top.
Well, we believe that you'll get there, buddy. And thank you so much, guys, for your time here for iBoxing Hub. Have an incredible weekend, brother. Again, Eid Mubarak to you and your family, and take care.
You as well, bro.